We got a car that we found. We're gonna go see it, see if it's what we need. If it is, we're gonna buy it. But we're already running behind. Crew change is late. Stuff's going wrong. See if we make it, see if we buy it. Just drive it. So here's what the deal is. We found a 1974 Plymouth Cuda that we're gonna go check out. Crew change was late due to some stuff. So I had Claudia headed for Louisiana. Well, now I gotta go rescue her. And we'll see how it goes from there. But it's gonna be a long trip. Just me and her, plus a few other things along the way. Come along. Well, it's 3-something in the morning right now. We picked up Claudia, turned around and headed back across Louisiana, and now we're over near Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Still heading up, headed towards Murfreesboro. Yeah, so I've only been up like 14 hours at this point, even though it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But Claudia's been trying to sleep in the car, and all the things we do for these wonderful adventures called YouTube, and going and finding these fun cars.
So you dancing like...
Well, it's early morning. It's almost 6 o'clock, and as you can see, any of us Texas boys, we gotta at least stop once at Buc-ee's.
Have you fixed that treasured heart that's on broke? Here is a tape, follow me, give this a meaning. Do you wanna feel the rush?
Well, here you can see we're cruising down the road, not necessarily the best weather. She's trying to hide out of the screen here. And we're cruising down the road, but it's getting interesting. It's about 10:45 and I haven't had any sleep yet. Still gotta go a little ways. Gotta make a little bit of time because most hotels don't like you getting there before 3 o'clock. Stopped here. Finally got a hotel room, but I gotta wait for it. So, world's largest knife show place. But over here, we'll tell you where we're at. Smoky Mountain Night Works, guns and ammo. So this is our stop. They have tons and tons and tons of old things in there. Interesting thing about it is, back in the day, back before internet, me and my younger brother used to sit up at night and pass through the catalogs that they mailed out from these things to see what they put in new, and dream over which knife we wanted, or which bayonet, or which sword, or which axe. It was always fun. It always kept us occupied. But second time here, still fun. Well, this is, I guess, what, Friday? All this shenanigans started on Wednesday, and we are in Virginia. Yeah, I know, it's backwards. I'll pop it around the other way. But we finally made it this morning. We're headed over. We still got about 85 miles, I think it is, till we get to where we're going to go check out this car. I'm really excited, but I got to make sure that I keep my head on me. That way I take and get a decent deal on this car, and I don't just go off all my excitement and everything. So we'll see how it goes. Well, welcome back to Just Drive It. Today we finally made it. We left Louisiana, ran across Mississippi, ran across Alabama, a little bit of Georgia, Tennessee, up into Virginia now. We're standing here with Kevin Porter from Dart Freak 75.
Dart Freak 75.
I met Kevin back quite a few years ago on For A Bodies Only, and we've been friends for a long time. Wanted to get together, just haven't been able to. And he put up a ad on the forums there for a certain 1974 Plymouth Cuda. Not a Barracuda, a Cuda. Now, one of the nice things about 1974 is one of the only years you could get a Cuda with a 318. So what we're looking at today is a 318 car. And we're gonna go over here and check it out. We're over here at his place. Gonna have over here, I was just starting to get a glimpse of it, so you're gonna have to tell me what your reaction is, because you know how it is sometimes. We gotta go see if we're gonna buy this car. You see it picking out over there? Well, here we're going to start. One of the things that we do know with this car is it does have a front upper piece for the grill opening with its bracket, and it also has the front valence panel is there as well. I mean, if you want to go ahead and give it a walk around. Got a little bit of rust in the rocker right there, but it's looking pretty decent. I mean, that's fixable. Quarters got a little bit of rust down there, but they're actually a lot less rust than I thought they'd be.
They're fairly solid up here, but it's been some body work done to it. You can see the the Bondo. I'm thinking these have been replaced at some point because they were blue.
Okay. What do you think about this back here? Don't look too bad. Taillight panel. Cross member looks good. Hey, buddy. A little bit of rust on the trunk lid, but I can fix that. That's fixable.
Got a little on the corners here.
Oh yeah, on the inside. You got trunk lid pieces, but if you look over here behind it, actually right here, it actually comes with some extra parts. We got splash seals, but right here is a brand new trunk floor for this car. So that comes with it, along with interior pieces. Like I said, here's your front valence panel. You've got extra pieces for your floor pans.
That's the drivers and that's the passengers. The passengers even has the rear.
All right, passengers, you've got the rear, and you've got the back trunk hump area on that. Got interior panels to cover your rear quarter and door panels. So if you want to keep coming along. What I'm actually kind of surprised at is window opening is really, really good on here. Package shelf looks good. Dutchman looks good. Those are usually, like on the B bodies, you always have to do. There's a little bit of rust out right here. A little bit up here. That can be fixed. Actually, quarter on this side is way better than the other side. So is the little rocker and the door. So
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this side has been replaced or not.
it looks like it's original.
Yeah, it does.
So looking at that, the dash frame is in here. We're gonna go through and bolt that back up here later on in the day, but now you can actually see the bad part, which is over in here. This is where most people are going to walk away from this car. But what had me convinced to come actually take a look at it in person and actually think about buying it was the fact that we do have floor pan sections, trunk floor there. It does have the dash panel here. It is a clean title car. Now, from the pictures I was seeing, the front's good, but you said there was this back, these back quarter, or the back
frame rails are pretty rotted yet.
So,
I don't know. Draw up underneath there.
that right there's, okay, I can see it now.
And then on this side in the same spot above it.
Okay, right there and there.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to come over here, Claudia, and if you can look up underneath there, you'll see there's a bracket right here where it's got that spot missing. And then there's another little spot where it's got rust up over there by that other bracket.
And on this side right here. What's up, brother? There's some Mopar NOS rust.
Alright.
I think it was, I don't see it now. I think it's right here behind us. Wheel, yep, right there is rusted too.
Okay. But as far as like in this area, how's it look?
I think.
So here's where we're going to be rusting decent.
Yeah.
And
right there is pretty rusty. You got
we got some crustiness right here.
these shackle boxes that need to be replaced.
So that's what we're looking at. So one of the other things that we kind of wanted to do is, I'm going to throw some pictures up here that Kevin gave us, but
I might go ahead and do one for my channel while you're here.
Yeah.
I get heard of.
well, we did.
Exhaust, I just got to shorten it about that much. I'll hook it back up, put a clamp on it. We'll take it up the road if you want.
All right.
I don't know if that strap still hurts anything or not.
No.
I was surprised how good a shape that hub is in.
Very tip, but that's the structural portion of it.
This side looks
really, really good.
yeah, there's a little bit right here, but it's
There's some scaliness over here, but
Yeah.
that's not.
I don't see any rod.
No, it's good.
That's a plus.
Frame rails are really good shape. Power steering. We were just looking at the suspension, and that's actually pretty
not
tight.
bad,
We'd
yeah.
have to give it a little bit more of a look, but we even looked at torsion bar support, and it's good.
This is a little confusing.
All right, everybody's looking at probably this piece right here, and the way this is rusted up right here, and here. But what comes with this car is a whole nother roof. Now, yeah, there's some dents and stuff in it, but those pieces can come out of this.
This drip rail is in really good shape on this one.
And I mean, even though this is dented like this, eventually that will get the sunroof because it is a sunroof car. But I'm digging it. How did you end up finding this thing? How did you end up coming by it?
So the story of this car is my wife actually found a engine that's up there on Facebook Marketplace, and it was a 360 engine. I don't remember what he was asking for it, maybe like $150 or something. It was pretty cheap. So I decided to buy the motor. Well, when I showed up, the guy had another Cuda sitting in his driveway. So me being a huge E-body fan, I was blown away immediately. So we started talking about Cudas and cars, and he was moving out of state, and he was kind of selling everything he had off. So kind of looked around the property. Ended up buying 3 motors off of him. It was a complete motor, a block, and then a bunch of heads, and then another partial, just the block. I bought it off of him, and then we just kind of kept talking. And I was trying to buy the car that was in his driveway. He wouldn't sell it, but I actually went back 2 or 3 days later and helped him move. So I helped him pack his boxes up, and I helped him move. He said, I appreciate your help. I actually do have another car if you're really interested in buying one, but it's in North Carolina. I was like, well, that's no issue. He said, it's rough, and this is the car. So I got his brother had this car. I got the contact information. We worked out a deal. I drove down and picked it up. So I actually found this car by answering an ad for an engine block.
Or an engine block. So was that some of the engines and stuff for your Dart?
That motor is going to go in the Challenger.
Okay.
The other block, which it's sitting over there, it's a 318. I just got it for a spare.
Okay.
Yeah, I got which I've got a couple of Cincy, and I've got a 360 up there out of that white truck. But just kind of gathering up spares.
I got you.
But yeah, I bought that motor originally, you know, before I knew anything about this car or the Challenger. I bought it just to have, you know, just in case I blew one up. But it ended up working out. So.
Cool beans. If you come back over here, Claudia, this one, you can't see it real well because of the dash right now. But this, if you look at the brackets, it's actually set up for a console with the floor shift. And actually part of the bracket's still there for the floor shift. We do have that piece. He's got the emergency brake stuff as well over here. Now it is missing pretty much all the glass except for the quarter.
You got one right there behind you.
Quarter windows are both here. So you can see we've got these here. But so some pieces, yeah, pretty doggone rough. Some of them are very fixable. Now, I will tell y'all that we aren't going to give you the actual price on this car, but it was a good enough deal that I turned around and got in the car and drove from Texas to come see it with the intention of seeing about buying it. And I think just from what I've seen with the extra parts, and actually seeing it here right now, I think I'm gonna have to say we got a deal, man.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. So we got another project. One of the big things that I think I really liked about it is when I saw it, I saw the patina and stuff that it had on it. It just kind of grabbed my attention. I was like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. It's like, man, I gotta have that car. So I messaged him that I wanted to come see it.
What really sold me on it was the white. I've always had a thing for white E-bodies.
Yeah.
And I seen the white, and I was like, man, I love that car.
So I guess our next deal is as y'all know, we're here in Virginia, but we're driving a Mustang. I got to figure out how to get this back to Texas. So I guess our next video will be letting y'all know how we're going to be doing that, what all we're going to do here on this thing while we're here. But yeah, come along if you want to see this project done, because I'm getting a little bit of a wild hair started here on some ideas. So
I'm excited to see what you do with
oh
it.
yeah, I'm excited too. All right, thank you for coming along with this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, rumble if you're on Rumble. Also, I'm gonna put a link in the description, and we're gonna put Kevin's channel in there, which is Dart Freak 75. Yeah. You can find him on YouTube, and you can find him also on 4A Bodies Only as the same name. If you're thinking about it, go into your search engine and throw in there hashtag #NoName500. That'll bring up the guys who are still trying to get their 500 subs for No Name Nationals. And if you like them, give them a like. Subscribe to them. If not, no hard feelings. You can keep moving along, but any of the views actually helps them. So thank you once again. Just drive it.
Somebody is listening.